Oh, Tataru. Hello. Interesting. You don't actually have to do them sequentially. Huh. Interesting. I mean, I still want to do them, but I guess I mean, I guess from the patch notes, it did say you only need the first quest. I guess I'm still just surprised that it's not sequential. But either way, I'll do both of them. I'll still do 6.31 first. Hi. Ah, mister, you couldn't have come at a better time. Do you have a moment to talk? We'll need them all done for the 6.51 probably anyway. My thanks. You see, a foreign merchant approached the boutique with a proposal not long ago. Hancock of the East Aldenard Trading Company. Perhaps you've heard of him. I sure have. I sure do know that man. Ah, so you have a history. No wonder Mistress Tataru declared him unscrupulous and deserving of infinite caution. Though there is risk in dealing with a man of such flexible principles, his knowledge of the Hingan markets would do much to bolster our efforts to make inroads in the Far East. That is why, despite her misgivings, Mistress Tataru seeks to negotiate a partnership. But for some reason or another, he has requested you be present at their meeting in Kugane. Hey, the EX guide's already out, Pokemon. Go give it a look-see. I realize business negotiations are not your forte, but we'd be most grateful if you'd indulge his request. Of course, there's also the matter of our secret mission. Probably shouldn't leave it out in case Tataru just shows up. Once it has been fully restored, this gorgeous sapphire will serve as the centerpiece of Mistress Tataru's necklace. Hope that one day she may look upon it as a memento of not only her mother, but of her many dear friends and allies. Perhaps during our visit to Kugane, fortune shall favor us with the discovery of an additional treasure to grace her keepsake. In any case, I believe that covers everything. Mistress Tataru shall meet you in the Ruby Bazaar in Kugane. Wish you a safe journey. Good thing she knows I can be there in 3 seconds. Okay, Ivy's finally fallen asleep. For now, she'll wake up momentarily. I know how this cat works. Yeah, even though I can skip right to the 6.4 ones, I want to get the 6.31 done first. It is nice that I could just skip right to the 6. I appreciate that to some capacity. Yeah, I was done with top, and I'm like, Tataru, you gotta wait. Give me the week before Savage, then we'll get to it. I can't do that because my whole apartment basically is my office. Nor would I want to. Mister, I'm so glad you could make it. I'm equally thrilled at your arrival, though I expect I must apologize for the sudden invitation. Yes, you should. But more importantly, I'd like to know what your scheme is and how you intend to involve us. Oh my, so quick to assume the worst. While I would love nothing more than to lay bare all of my dirty little secrets, 'twould be prudent to discuss my proposal first. Loath though I am to admit it, a draper's shop but recently launched by the company has not been well received by the locals. Our intention was to promote the sale of imported apparel woven by the Uldan Weavers Guild. Alas, it seems Western fashion holds little appeal for the citizens of Kugane. So we rethought our strategy. We would produce Hingan couture, but with world-renowned Uldan silks, kimono, as they were the favored choice of wear in the Far East. Or rather, that was our plan until our seamster fell ill. It was as I faced the unpleasant decision of abandoning this venture entirely that I chanced to hear of Tataru's boutique and the assorted Far Eastern-styled equipment they hold on offer. You're referring to our samurai and ninja-inspired sets of armor, yes? Indeed. By putting your exemplary goods on display, the East Aldenard Trading Company would demonstrate that we, a Western trader, are capable of making garments suited to the needs of our local patrons. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I have been informed that you wish to establish a foothold in Hingashi and East Althard. What better way to make your Kugane debut than to have us showcase your quality wares? That's fine, because I'm reading it. I guess, though, I should probably do this. And just shrink it and put it right there. He's tiny. SteelSeries tiny for now. I could even do this. Bam. Better. It's not without its appeal, I admit. The perfect venue to gauge interest in our goods. Isn't it just? If I may take your grudging concession as a sign of interest, perhaps we can discuss the finer points of my proposed partnership. Oh, we'll be discussing it at length. I've yet to see how any of this would require Mister's involvement. Indeed. I was about to get to that part. Not long ago, I crossed paths with a group of certain someones who were eager to call on Mister again. I found myself quite taken with them, charming as they were, that I felt compelled to facilitate this reunion. And of course, one can never collect too many favors. Alas, I know you are predisposed to question the motives behind my invitation from the East Aldenard Trading Company, and with good cause, I concede. So instead, I invited you under the guise of assisting Tataru with a boutique-related affair. I hope you will forgive the deception. Rest assured that you shall be rewarded for your aid in this matter with your choice of recompense. Just before your arrival, I took the liberty of informing my new acquaintances that you would soon be making landfall on these shores. They asked that you meet them at Sakazuki in the Ruby Sea, as soon as you are able. I believe it is a matter of some urgency, so if you could travel there forthwith. Excellent. I leave them in your capable hands. Don't worry, I'm no stranger to Hancock's tricks. I'll make sure not to agree to anything until we've settled every last detail. Just do what you need to do, and return when you can. Oh, four lords. Time to go say hi. No. Rock-on's not for another, 7.5 weeks. Hi, Palm. Hey, it sure is. You ain't wrong about that. It's okay. If we had any more to do in June, I think I might explode. Oh man, I still feel hungry. Maybe I should eat some of these nuts. See? Hey, these nuts are good. I would love to do a sponsor with them again. They were delicious. Apologies, mister. I pray you have not been waiting long. You look surprised. Did Hancock not tell you who requested your aid? Ah, but never mind that. I am simply glad you are here. How have I been? Well, my training as the next Genbu continues apace. I must tell you, my friend, each day has been more trying than the last. Just the other day, the auspices placed 99 wasabi-filled takoyaki on a platter before me, and instructed to divine which single ball out of the entire batch was not filled with the dreadful spice. Training to sharpen my foresight, they claimed, but it felt more akin to torture. By the end, I was reduced to a dithering sea turtle swimming in a puddle of my own tears. That is all to say, I am only marginally closer to assuming my place as one of the four lords. Bah, get to the point already, Soraban. Gah, I was just about to arrive at it. Come, my friends, show yourselves. It has been some time, mister. I am relieved to see you in good health. I understand you have been through a great deal. Your concern is unwarranted. This is the man who quelled our Aremitama and inherited Tenzen's legacy. There is no trial he cannot overcome. You misunderstand me, my brother. That or you deliberately insinuate that I lack faith in Mister's capabilities. Enough. We are indebted ourselves to the merchant to obtain this meeting. Let us not distract ourselves with nonsense and get to the heart of the matter. Very well. You may not know this, but Senri's craving for dango often brings her to Kugane. It was during such a visit she spied on a suspicious individual on Kugane Dori. A man who wore not only the raiment identical to Tenzin's, but also claimed to be his long-lost descendant. This descendant was selling good luck charms utterly devoid of benediction. His ploy is plain. He uses Tenzin's name to trick fools into buying his rubbish. Any who would dare sully Tenzin's name shall face my wrath. My flames will cleanse him of sin and burn his... Alright, relax. I know you're still thirsty, Suzaku. Too merciful a punishment, I say. I say personally render unto him every pain imaginable. By the Kami, is it possible they have both succumbed to the Aremitama once more? Ahem. The charlatan boasts of more than the esteemed heritage. He also claims to have the four lords at his beck and call. Insulting, yes, but I would rather resolve this without flames and torture. By having lived apart from men for so long, I fear we may be ill-equipped to do so on our own. Hence why we have turned to you for assistance. You needn't agree to anything just yet. But why don't we all at least seek out this descendant and take his measure ourselves? I beg your pardon? Putting myself aside, the three of you approaching any settlement, let alone one as large as Kugane, would surely cause an uproar. Calm yourself, Soraban. You forget we are the four lords. 'Tis a trifling matter to assume a less conspicuous guise. Let us reconvene in Kugane. Soraban is to go first, while we three shall make our own approach separately to avoid attracting undue attention, just in case. Soraban has little faith. Ye of little faith. It would seem we have managed to arrive with little fuss. But only the Kami know how long our presence will remain a secret. Are you fucking kidding me with these out? Again, with the needless worrying. Our disguises are perfect. I can't believe they're wearing bunny suits and a chicken outfit. I mean, Suzaku wearing the chicken outfit makes sense. None may suspect you are the four lords at first glance. But you are suspicious to the extreme. We could have used our powers to assume the form of man, but those keen of sight would still be able to discern our true nature. The costumes were an innocuous alternative. There's nothing innocuous about them. Senri said she found the swindler on Kuganidori, yes? Let us head there at once. I can't believe they're all in. They're all in just outfits. Just literally costumes. Gather round, friends. Gather round. As you have no doubt surmised from my crimson armor, I am the proud descendant of Tenzin, the famous hero of Eld who once slew an entire host of fearsome Oni. But do not take my word for it. Behold! In this hand I hold Tenzin's beloved katana, the Phoenix Blade. I don't know what it looks like, but if he's got the Phoenix Blade, then he must be he who he claims. Wow, I'm convinced. Idiots. The true blade has remained in our care since Tenzin's passing. Something seems off. I can see there are those who remain unconvinced. Very well, you leave me no choice. Allow me to introduce to you my sworn allies, the Four Lords. Oh dear. I am almost afraid to look. This is the Tataru quest from 6.3. I expect my money's worth. Introducing Genbu, the Turtle Auspice and Foreseer of Calamity. Suzaku, the Avian Auspice and Master of Flames of Resurrection. Seiryu, the Dragon Auspice and Devourer of Young Maidens. Last but not least, adorable, we have Byakko, the small and fluffy feline auspice. Why am I alone the cuddly creature? Surely you could have hired a Hrothgar or Mikote to portray me. At least he did not slander your character, devourer of young maidens. Pah! What is this rabble? All who've heard the tale of Tenzin know the Four Lords are beasts, not three mummers and a cat. These are the glamoured forms they assume so they may roam the realms of men undiscovered. Surely you can imagine the chaos that would ensue if they went about undisguised. Even so, there's no way they'd wear such ridiculous outfits. And yet here they are, dressed in far worse. This farce is infuriating. I will not abide by him making mock of the bonds we shared with Tenzin. Ivy, stop. We are of one mind, sister. He must be silenced. Does Tenzin even have a descendant? There was nothing in the legends about him fathering any children. But there was mention of the one who loved him more dearly than life itself. I, the woman to whom I owe my storied lineage, is none other than the sublime crimson beauty standing before you. Suzaku. The zoom in. Let him speak. Perhaps he is not wholly deserving of immolation. How easily your rage is quelled. She wants to hear the fanfic. Hold on. Having proven my ancestry to your satisfaction, my lords and ladies, I bid you partake of my good fortune, for I have auspicious wares to share with you today. Tenzin put countless oni to the sword long ago, 'tis true, but only the grace of these miraculous good luck charms. By the grace. Just one will confer unto you all manners of fortune, good health, a happy family, scholarly achievement, financial success, romantic fulfillment, and much, much more. But that's not all. Purchase the charm now, and I'll even throw in a stylish strap featuring a 4 lords design of your choosing. My stock is limited, so be sure to buy while supplies last. I'll take 2. No 10! Clumsy co-conspirator. What a name. He's the guy in the crowd who's in on it. My blood boils to see Tenzin's good name used in this manner. As does mine. We cannot sit idly by and allow this to continue. I think our purveyor of good fortune is in need of a proper scare. Are you convinced as well, mister? Suzaku being in the red chicken outfit. I have no intention of harming this. Yeah, I better tell that to Seiryu and Suzaku. He is a most persuasive and cunning adversary. I was very nearly convinced I had given birth to Tenzin's child. No, that's just your fantasy. He seemed quite pleased with himself as he packed up his stall. Business was good, no doubt. How shall we proceed? With care and preparation, we all saw how deftly he countered accusations of fraud. A more clever approach is needed. We must limit his ability to spin more lies. Have you any ideas? The actual 4 lords would do the trick. Indeed, our very existence alone is enough to prove his claims false. Then it is settled. We shall play the role of Tenzin's true descendant, and we shall accompany you. With us at your side, the impostor will have no choice but to confess his crimes. We would be wise to prepare contingencies. With me, Saraban, we make for Ryzen's temple. Then it is up to us to find and confront the swindler. As you are familiar with this city, I bid you lead the way. Speak with Suzaku when you are ready. His customers may have seen where he went, so let us begin by questioning them. I would also know more of his true identity. Of all the heroes of legend, why claim Tenzin's name? The answer may help us to stop him without resorting to violence, since some of you apparently lack the stomach for it. Come with me, friends. Kami be praised to have met the Tenzin's descendant. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Yet is this good luck charm besides. What a fool I was to doubt him, he who commands the 4 lords of legend. As long as I have this, fortune shall surely shine upon me. My good luck charm caught your eye. If you wanted one for yourself, you are sadly out of luck. The merchant selling them said that was the last of his stock, and he did not think he would be able to acquire more. But if you wish to hear it from him, he was headed towards a Tasogare bridge. You'll know him by his attire. He serves the spitting image of Tenzin. No, he wasn't. She speaks of yonder bridge, does she not? Others may have taken note of the quarry as he passed. It is indeed yonder bridge. God, just watching them run behind me in these outfits. Don't worry, I've got 2 of the 4 lords behind me. You may not know it, but there they are. Have I seen a man claiming to be Tenzin's descendant? The one who was selling good luck charms by the dozens, you mean? No, he didn't come this way, but Kami give me strength. I'll never understand how some can be so gullible. Let us continue our search elsewhere. Well, 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 look who it is! Hey, Gyotto. It's been quite some time. What brings you to Kugane this day? A hawker claiming to be Tenzin's descendant. Probably issue. I saw him not long ago. Yes, yes. You know him. My peculiar and suspicious friend. There is no merchant in Kugane who hasn't heard of the entrepreneur. He's made a fortune masquerading as Tenzin's heir. It's a brilliant scheme. Very profitable. Tried to get in on it myself, but the Baron would suffer no competition. Who is this Baron of whom you speak? The soy sauce one. Who else? Kageyama. A dangerous man, yes, yes, with fingers in every pie. I fear him almost as much as I envy him. How many times do I have to teach this Baron a lesson? Oh, so you've had dealings with him, have you? If you know him, then you know, if you know, then you know. Ishu, on the other hand, is still something of an enigma. A skilled seamster dedicated to his craft, yet he partnered with Kageyama. I never would have guessed he had him in on it. There's more to this man. There's more to this than meets the eye. We must investigate further. Have you any idea where Ishu may have gone? Well, he's a seamster, so he's clearly going to be helping run our friggin' shop. You want information? Yes, yes. I want coin. Give me coin. I give you information. That can be arranged if you are willing to journey to Ryzen Temple. Our friend Fury can escort you. A temple? And one I've not heard of at that. Wait, is that the sort of place where mortals fear to tread for malevolent spirits do dwell? Malevolent spirits? No, no. Just a somewhat ominous crystal. I'll take your word for it. As for Ishu, he came to me and requested passage to the Isle of Beko, where he was to rendezvous with Kageyama. I refused. Better to not involve myself with the Baron's affairs, you understand. Gyotto, was it? You have our thanks. We shall fulfill our end of the bargain, you need not fear. See ya, Gyotto. I need another coffee. There is no time to waste. I shall have a messenger instruct Byakko and Soroban to meet us at the Isle. Oh my god. Stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Stretchy, stretch, stretch. I am stretch. I'm gonna grab that coffee now. Ivy, don't get up. Don't get up on my behalf. After I do... Let me wait till I'm actually next to the microphone. After I do this story, I need to take my dry clothes out of the dryer and put my wet clothes in. I'll do that before I do the 6.4 Tataru quests. God, and Walker has so many bangers. It's going back to the 6.0 bangers. And we have so many 6.4 bangers. Ishu and Kageyama will want to keep away from prying eyes. Somewhere near these rocks, perhaps. Let us take cover and eavesdrop on their conversation when they join us. This dude. Oh, Kageyama. A fine day's work, Ishu. It pays to have fools for customers. Master Kageyama, please, this cannot continue. I shudder to think how the four lords would react if they learned of our crimes. Remind me, who was it who delivered you from a life of destitution after you lost your job as a seamster? Pray tell, who? You, Master Kageyama, and I am forever grateful for your help, without which my family would be without house and home. But even so, what we are doing is wrong. Want to wash your hands of this dirty, dirty business and be a seamster again, is that it? But once the truth comes out, and I would see that it does, who would dare trust you? No issue. You're going to continue the act, or you and your kin will starve in the streets. So that's the way of it. Ishu was coerced by Kageyama into this performance, for his family's sake could not stop. Indeed. In light of this, how shall we proceed? We put the fear of the kami into Kageyama. Who are you? Why are you wearing such ridiculous outfits? Hearken to me, mortal. I will suffer you to sully Tensen's name no longer. Defy me, and you shall not like the consequences. Sully Tensen's name, you say? His flesh and blood are free to do with it as they please. Unless you can prove that Ishu is not in fact his descendant, I suggest you get out of my sight. Then prove it we shall. Mister, here! It is time we revealed our true selves to these mortals. Kami forfend. It cannot be. And this is the true Phoenix Blade. The flame-kissed katana you hold in your hand. Is that the Phoenix Blade? For the crimes you have wrought in Tensen's name, your punishment will be severe indeed. Beg not for mercy. Take heart, my dears. I shall make your death painless. Hearken to my melody. There is no turning back. Steel yourselves. Sorry, anybody help me? No more games. Huh? What was that? Not only do you possess the Phoenix Blade, but the four lords themselves stand at your side. Tell me, are you Tensen's descendant? Please have mercy, I beg of you. I vow to never use the name of the ancestor. You have my word. Listen, his ether is the thing that makes me the descendant, not the bloodline. Hey Ishu, what do you have to say? I do not blame Master Kageyama for fleeing in terror. Yet as odd as it sounds, I did not feel as though you meant me harm. At Tenzin's behest, I once played the role of a ferocious tiger to frighten the people of a village and drive them to flee before they were buried in a landslide. He took part in the deception as well, but to be honest, your acting put his to shame. Have you considered auditioning at the Mujikoza Theater? Honored lords and lady, the descendant of Tenzin, I know not how to make amends for my sins. Though actions speak louder than words, I wish to say I'm truly sorry. Man or beast, we all make mistakes. I am told you are a master seamster. I might not go as far as to say master, but with my skill I managed to put food on the table. Then perhaps I still shall have a word with an old friend. That can wait, Soroban. We must escort this young man to a safer location. Just going on a casual walk with the four lords, no biggie. This is far enough. It is past time we return home. We are once more in your debt. It is because of you that this affair could be concluded before Tenzin's reputation suffered irreparable harm. Thank you, mister. Now that you are no longer bound to Kageyama, what will you do? I know I must take responsibility for my actions. I'll confess my crimes to the Sekisugumi. After I am released from my imprisonment, I shall take up an honest trade once more, and not rest until I have repaid each and every victim for my deception. Ah, yes. I had been meaning to tell you, but I'll let Hancock explain when he arrives shortly. Dreadfully sorry to have kept you all waiting. Ah, speak of the devil. And the urchin girl came as well. It has been far too long. You're looking green as ever, Soroban of the Blue. And once again, Genbu, that's Tataru, Tataru. Though I'm sure I'll have to remind you next time, too. You are Ishu, the seamster Soroban spoke of, yes. If it is gainful employment you seek, the East Aldenard Trading Company would be thrilled to hire one of your expertise to work at our draper shop. The seamster in our service fell ill, and we've been looking for a replacement. I have no words. I am grateful, truly, but I cannot accept. For once I confess my crimes to the Sekisugumi, they will surely imprison me for a time. Ah, yes, the Sekisugumi. I had a chat with them not long ago. They are aware that the scheme was contrived by Kageyama and that you, too, are one of his victims. You will be required to assist them in their investigation, of course, but you needn't steel yourself for even a brief incarceration. Hancock, you have our thanks for calling Mister to our aid. Oh no, not at all. I'm pleased to have been of service. I have not forgotten our arrangement, mister. Have you decided upon a reward? Oh, how that warms the heart. Material to help restore the keepsake of a dear friend. I've just the thing. I won't spoil the surprise, but do look forward to it. Suppose we had better return to the city. But before that, You could have called upon me too, you know. It's like I wasn't part of the whole saving the Ruby Sea from becoming consumed by roaring flames endeavor or anything.
Oh, forgive us, urchin girl, Tataru. We assumed that you were busy. That and you did struggle mightily to help Mr. Restrained Sorbin that one time, so there was some concern you might prove a liability should it come to blows. Nevertheless, we will take your words to heart. Perhaps we should assume our guises and walk amongst men more often. It was a refreshing change of pace on the whole.
I would not be against it. We were in a bit of a rush on this occasion, but with a longer visit, we might better appreciate man's curious ways. I shall have no doubt we shall meet again. I but pray that the time comes sooner than later. You and me both. I'll be sure. I'm sure there's extra dialogue with them if you stop by the temple. You know you are always welcome. The others would be thrilled to see you and Tataru both. I'll be back, don't worry. I probably won't, but I'll say I'll be back. Now then, I say we resume Zoroban's training upon return to the temple.
Must we so soon? You did well to apprise Hancock of Ishu's predicament. He may now make amends by putting his talents to good use and continue to provide for his family.
Indeed, 'twas behavior befitting one destined to become the next Genbu.
The road ahead is long, but we doubt not that you are worthy, and so we want only to encourage you to reach your full potential. If this is how you all feel, then I have little choice but to do my best.
Okay, but can I have some takoyaki even if it's filled with wasabi, please? Can I just have some? Like, I'm down. Like, I'll do it. I'll just eat the wasabi-filled ones. I don't even care. No, I'll eat the wasabi. I'll just tell me which ones they are. I'll just eat those. I can still hardly believe the Sekisagumi only wished to question me. Master Hancock must have a way with words. Speaking of which, I believe he and Mistress Tataru will be joining us shortly. Ishu, you will be pleased to know that I finished making arrangements for your immediate employment. May our profits soar, that you may give your family the life they deserve. Master Hancock, I do not deserve such kindness. I'll do my best to earn my keep. I want you to know that I intended to work hard to make up for the many mistakes that I've made. It is not much, but I prepared a gift for you as an expression of my gratitude. A set of garments that I made before I was embroiled in Master Kageyama's schemes. The lords and ladies of Kugane once held my work in high regard, and I hope you will as well. You'll also find a little something from me included within. A well-deserved reward. Wait, what exactly did you give, mister? Payment for introducing the East Aldenar Trading Company to prospective new clients. What else? Can't say I'm surprised you try to peddle goods to the four lords themselves, but still, have you no shame? Glasses fix emoji, no. Regardless, now's as good a time as any is to inform Mister of the results of our deliberations. Said result being, we have agreed to an official partnership with the East Aldenar Trading Company. One which I will exploit for all it's worth to make Tataru Taru's boutique a household name in Kugane. For my part, I pray this is the start of a mutually beneficial partnership. No, only we make money. To business. I would have a tour of this draper shop of yours immediately, if you don't mind. Sorry to cut things short, but time is money and I have precious little to spare. Once you've seen to any other unresolved matters you have here, I'd be grateful if you would return to Old Charlie and inform Magina of our new arrangement. And then I can do the 6.4. Well, like I said, I'm going to do the laundry stuff real quick. I just got to put the dry clothes on the bed and put the wet clothes on the dryer. I got to be an adult. Responsible. Impossible! Impossible! Gremlin hours, it's 10 a.m. This isn't Gremlin hours. I'm not going to do laundry during Gremlin hours. I sleep during Gremlin hours. Welcome back. Negotiations with Master Hancock were fruitful, I hope. Well, I expected nothing less from you and Mistress Tataru. As for Mistress Tataru's necklace, you say Master Hancock slipped a gift into the parcel you received from Ishu, yes? May I have a look? Tataru's quest is about her trying to create a drapery boutique and have it in international markets. The big reason being that even though the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are disbanded, it would do well to make sure there's some sort of self-funded financial backing should anything come to blows again. But I have slept. My goodness, what a stunning set of garments. They certainly offer taste to the Far East. As far as for the item Master Hancock set aside for Mistress Tataru's necklace. By the sisters, a black pearl. Do you have any idea how rare these are? They can only be harvested from blacklip oysters in the Ruby Sea. Cannot be certain until it has been incorporated into the necklace, but I believe the darker shade will serve as contrast to the brighter sapphire centerpiece. Make it stand out even more. To part with such a precious treasure, Master Hancock is either very wealthy or very well connected, or both. We would do well to maintain a good relationship with the East Aldenard Trading Company. But that is the boutique's concern. After all you have done for us, I'm sure you want nothing more than a good rest. Thank you again for your continued assistance. When next we discover a client we'd like to add to our ever-growing list, I hope we can count on your... Oh, you'll be counting on it in literally 2 seconds. I just need to do my laundry real quick. Alright, yeah, let me do that. Take me like two minutes. Alright. We have one more Tataru quest to do. And I see that the G-Warrior is a part of it. Mister, I've been meaning to speak with you. Mistress Tataru mentioned the most astonishing thing to me earlier. It's true that you aided in the liberation of Warlit? I see. So you fought the weapons of the 7th Legion alongside none other than the Black Wolf himself. Well then, that makes you the perfect candidate for our next job. You see, we're planning to send our latest samples of military equipment to Warlit's interim government. Since Gaius Baelsar oversees such matters, who better than his brother-in-arms to pitch our wares? Word has it that Warlit's forces are in the process of choosing a supplier to outfit their troops, so we're keen to throw our hat in the ring. Would you be willing to assist us? I mean, all the dungeons in MSQ have those. There are vendors that sell that stuff, but I wouldn't buy NQ vendor stuff. It's absolute garbage. But I mean, it's all dungeon or crafted stuff off the boards. Side quests have other stuff, but if MSQ, will have 80 to 90 stuff. If you have any leftover boxes, I'd use them. If you didn't like get rid of them from the MSQ and you just kept them. Also, yeah, you could just get 80 tome gear. At the very least, you should be grabbing tome gear for level 80. MSQ Daily for the Poetics to buy tome stuff. Yeah, I mean, you should just grab a whole set of level 80 tome stuff. Be a good opportunity to speak to Gaius. Wonderful. I can't thank you enough. If my sources are correct, you should be able to find Gaius in Turncliffe. No problem. Should you chance upon any potential adornments for Mistress Tataru's necklace, please do bring them back with you. If you just do, like, roulettes every day... Well, I guess if you do leveling and get, like, a high-level leveling roulette, it could be bad. You may travel to Turncliffe by speaking with the Resistance Escort. Okay. I'm here to go to Turncliffe.
I was not expecting you, mister. Are you perchance aware of the ongoing situation? Samples of military equipment. You have my thanks, but there is a more urgent matter that requires my attention. I received a report that the G-Savior Mark II has been stolen from the hangar, here in Turncliffe. In fact, I'm here to speak with an eyewitness. If you are willing, I would like you to join me. Your insight may prove useful.
Thank you for coming at such short notice, with Mr. no less.
Aye. As luck would have it, he decided to pay us a visit on other business. Owing to our present crisis, however, I had him accompany me here. Tell me, is it true the Mark II was stolen?
I'm afraid so. While I was performing maintenance on the Mark I, I caught sight of a man approaching the Mark II and it looking very suspicious.
A culprit, in other words.
Hate seeing that. I called out to him, demanding he state his business here. When he turned around, my heart nearly jumped out of my chest. The man who stared back at me was Valens Venvaro. I'm sure of it.
Impossible. He breathed his last before my very eyes, lest the dead men walk...
Hey, you know how the dead men walk among us, Gaius.
That simply cannot be.
I only know what I saw. Though he wore a visor, the likeness was unmistakable. Even his magenta armor was identical. Pray forgive the interruption. I bring urgent news. These former captives of the 7th insisted they speak with you. Please forgive us, Father. Our father, he...
Calm yourself, lad. You are safe now, I promise. Now tell us what happened.
Father, Valens came back and told us to show him where the War Machina are. We know how to get in here, so we sometimes come for a peek at the big machines.
After telling Valens how to sneak inside, he made off with the G-Savior Mark II. Given what you boys have been through, I know how difficult it must have been to confess what happened. Your bravery is commendable. Now you had best return to the orphanage. Fear not, for we shall deal with the so-called Valens.
You're used to putting down Asians, aren't you, Gaius? There's probably a couple left out there. Though I highly doubt he has returned from the dead, the War Machina has fallen into the wrong hands. The consequences could be catastrophic. We must give chase and swiftly. Will you lend us your aid? I'll pilot the damn thing. You have my gratitude. We will set out to reclaim the G-Savior Mark II as soon as you are ready. Pray inform the Ironworks staff when you have seen to your preparations. It's gonna end up being his daughter in a disguise or some shit. She just wanted to fight Dad, and he wouldn't do it without thinking that Valens had returned. If you're to stand a chance against the G-Savior Mark II, you'll need to fight fire with fire. Luckily for you, I've already fueled the Mark I, which is ready for dispatch at your command. Damn right. The G-Savior Mark I's automated piloting systems currently have us cruising towards Garlemald. If the perpetrator truly is Valens, I'm all but certain he's making another attempt to seize the Imperial throne. After all, that's precisely what he hoped to achieve with the diamond weapon after the death of Emperor Varys. But he did not succeed then, nor will he succeed now. I want you to pilot the G-Warrior to make sure of it. While I'm entirely capable of taking the helm myself, I must concede that your skill outshines my own. Instead, I will provide support from the rear cockpit inside the containment apparatus. Aloha! What are you doing? Aloha! Ah, you're fine. You're just... No, you don't need to come over here, Aloha. More than welcome to. Valens may have a head start, but I'm confident we will overtake him once we have the engines at maximum output. Then the rest is up to you. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. Damn, we didn't even get that warning during the MSQ this time. Crazy to get it here. Hey, grats, cowman. Heat signature detected. 3,000 yalms to the fore. I'm doing good, Cynthia. Hello. Good day. The readings are unmistakable. It can only be the Mark II. Ideally, we would shoot him down before he can detect us, but doing so would destroy the vessel and him with it, making it impossible to identify the culprit. Our only choice is to draw near and neutralize the vessel's propulsion systems, even if it means alerting him to our presence. Hi, Aloha. Hey, stop. I beg to differ. Said? Someone has wormed their way into our frequency. But this voice, it couldn't be. Nero! Oh, but it is. My, how long it has been, Lord Baelsar. As I suspected. Nero Tolskeva. So the rumors were true. You survived the battle at Castor Meridianum, and now work as an engineer under Sid. Work under him? Clearly you're misinformed. I am merely using my unequaled talents to save the poor fool from his own ineptitude. And now, I'm here to do the same for you. Do enlighten us as to how. It is simple, really. I've crafted an armament that will immobilize Garland's wretchedly designed vessel. I've even given it the appropriate name. I call it the Anti-G. Expecting this day would inevitably come, I took the liberty of loading it onto the Mark I's weapons bay in advance. You're welcome. I'm gonna wait till the ads are done. I'll wait. I'll wait-a-roo. Adge phase. Yeah, I mean, he definitely does. Well, the thing is, he has everything he does tracks what Sid does. So everywhere Sid goes and does something, he just knows and then does something opposite of it. Because he's an asshole. He's my favorite asshole. But he scared the hell out of me. Whoever you were, I hate you. That's all I want to say. I got another minute or so before ads. I'm just answering something real quick. Aloha, what? Alright, 10 seconds and then back to this. Thank you, Adge. Alright, let's go. Now, adventurer, listen and listen well. What I'm about to tell you will be the key to sinking that scarlet vessel. And while I find the idea of its destruction unbearable, 'tis nevertheless the perfect opportunity to prove who is the superior engineer, Garland or myself. Do put on a good show. Hey, I try. In the following sequence, you will pilot the G-Warrior. Time your Oh my god. When a blue prompt, time your input as the diamond. When a yellow prompt, make several rapid oh, okay. Left click, right click anywhere on the screen. Standard unmodified key. Alright. I'd prefer to do... To activate the homing interface, you are to lock onto the vessel immediately and fire a barrage of anti-G missiles. The moment our quarry is aware of our presence, he will undoubtedly take evasive maneuvers. The anti-G is a flawless achievement born of scientific genius, but that is no matter if it misses its target. Understood? Homing interface activated. Commence bombardment. Wow, I really don't like the way that that blue shows. It's very, very hard to see it as it encloses in. I dare say you're a natural. The apparatus's propulsion engines neutralized. Our quarry is defenseless. What are you waiting for? Capture him. No, he's not finished yet. So the concerted brute has some fight left in him. I trust you can show him the folly of his perseverance. He's not going anywhere. He doesn't stand a chance. Aloha.
Excellent work. Quickly, we must go after him.
Witness.
What cruel irony that this vessel should crash here of all places. Surrender. There is no escape. It's you, Gaius. And who are you?
What do you mean? I'm Valens, the man destined to inherit the Imperial throne.
Very well. We will do this the hard way.
This man is not Valens.
I will not soon forget how Valens' face froze with fear in his final moments. How the light in his green eyes extinguished alongside the flame of his life. Yet the resemblance is uncanny all the same. I will not ask again, who are you? Answer sincerely, and or atone for your sins with your life.
My name is Procopius. Served as a pilot under the 7th Legion under Lord Valens' command.
When I reviewed the 7th Legion's records, I saw no mention of there being another of his kin within his ranks. Your face, surely not.
Procopius. That's right, and I would gladly do it again. Were Lord Valens to become Emperor, his life would be under constant threat. This is my expression of devotion, my willingness to sacrifice myself in his name.
To go so far as to change your face. But why steal the Mark II? Like your master, I presume you wish to use it to ascend the throne.
The throne is but a means to an end. My true aspiration to embolden the people of the shattered remains of Garlemald to rise up once more and take what is theirs by birthright. Only we Garleans are fit to inherit this star. Herding the cattle masses, we milk them for all they're worth. This is the way it should be, just as Lord Valens envisioned it. In the words of Emperor Solus, no lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule. All right, Procopius. Goodbye.
The ravings of a madman. Lest you wonder, I have not killed him. We have recovered the Mark II and apprehended our perpetrator. Let us return to Turncliffe.
Okay, we still need to get that back, however. Like, we need to, like, bring it.
My thanks for lending your aid despite the suddenness of my request. The children will be able to rest easy knowing the impostor has been captured and the vessel reclaimed. That said, you are here on other business. Let us delay it no further.
Forever in our hearts.
You enlighten me as to why you came to deliver clothing samples. An enterprise founded by a former scion, with you acting on their behalf. Clearly the equipment is of fine make. I and my associates will give it due consideration. Still, I confess I'm rather surprised to see the champion of Eorzea doing such a mundane task as a delivery. This Tataru must command a great deal of respect.
Yeah, we just do everything, man.
I see. The spirit of an adventurer. Perhaps I should learn from your example. In any case, I believe your errand here is complete. If you are willing, there's another I would ask of you. The boys are doubtless still unnerved by what happened earlier. I would have you assuage their concerns. Make it clear to them that Valens is well and truly gone. Cannot come from a guardian like myself. Could I prevail upon you to tell them in my stead? Thank you. I believe you will find the boys near the storage area. Pray give them the good news.
Hey, I could go for a sandwich. As a warrior of light, I certainly could go for a sandwich. Can't blame him. You're back. Please, mister, you have to tell us what happened. Yeah, a hero sandwich. So you got the machine back. That's amazing, mister. That man was just pretending to be Valens. Does that mean the real one's not coming back? Yes, he's gone for good, my dear. Pray remove any thought of that wretched man from your mind. Thank goodness. Even now I see his face in my dreams every night. I'm so afraid. I want to tell Miss Allie, but I know I mustn't. She's been through so much. You haven't heard? Allie's been helping out at the orphanage. She's been taking real good care of us. But we don't want to worry her. Could you keep what happened a secret? I heard that Valens did awful things to Miss Allie, too. Please, we don't want to bring back any more of those horrible memories. Thank you, mister. You're the best. Say, you know Miss Allie, right? Do you think you could help us? Want to make her wish come true for being so kind to us? We heard that she dreams of having a portrait of her family. We think it'd be nice if someone painted one for her. But besides Master Gaius, her family is gone. That doesn't mean she doesn't want a memory. Yes, that could work. Leave it to me. I may have just the thing. Really? Then I'll fetch the painter. Could you tell Miss Allie and Mr. Gaius to meet us at the lookout? Then I shall take a leaf out of Nero's book and prepare a surprise of my own. Pray meet me at the lookout once you've spoken to Gaius and Allie. Gaius, you're closer, so I'll go to you first. Have you spoken with the children? Though Valens' atrocities left scars that may never heal, his victims will be relieved by the news. And it's heartening that they should wish to perform such an act of kindness for Allie. Very well, I will do as they ask. I shall meet everyone there shortly. Don't mind me, just walking through the fountain. Allie, what are you doing back here? Mister! Forgive me, I didn't know you'd be visiting. What brings you here? The children said they wanted to do that for me. It's very kind of them. Well, it's true I've spoken of this on occasion. A family portrait wouldn't just feel right without Melisandre, Rykon, Rex, and Alphonse. Still, it wouldn't be right to refuse. They're only trying to cheer me up after all. I'd best go and meet them on the lookout. You should have told her that there's a surprise for her. Why did you just tell her what... Come on, man. Have some tact. They're on their way, then. Perfect. I've made my own preparations in the meantime. All that remains is to await our models and our esteemed portraitist. Yep, this is the Tataru quest. Gaius, Allie, would you mind standing over there? Make sure you draw her nice and pretty, mister. No, I'm gonna draw her ugly. Did we do it right? Are we making her dream come true? Yes, I think you've made her very happy. Cannot ignore the fact that Gaius is not her only family. I know, but everyone else is gone. I wish we could have done more for her. Don't worry, child. As I mentioned, I prepared a little surprise of my own. Good idea. The heart of the diamond weapon. Look, Allie. They're all here. While I understand your surprise, you'll have to sit still for the portrait, I'm afraid. Thank you. I had to get some screenshots of that one. Look at it. I got this one too. This truly is a dream come true. I'll treasure this portrait for the rest of my days. Words do not come easily at times such as these, but know that you have my sincerest gratitude. We're so happy Miss Allie's wish came true. Thanks for helping us, mister. We wanted to thank you too, so we got you a gift. We found it on the beach with our friends at the orphanage. It's our greatest treasure. A pretty pink shell. We'd better go now, but we hope you like it. And now we can give it to the... Oh, now they're just going to stand here. But I wanted to say something else. All right, fine. No, you guys stay here and enjoy it. But I wanted another scene. I didn't want it to be over. Welcome back, mister. How did you fare with Gaius and Turncliffe? My goodness. Not only did you help him recapture stolen War Machina, but you even helped fulfill his daughter's dream. I'm not sure whether I should be in awe of your ability to solve problems or offer my commiserations for encountering so many in the first place. Mayhap that is simply the lot of a distinguished adventurer. Which reminds me, were you able to procure a new adornment for Mistress Tataru's necklace? My, it's simply remarkable. It's must be one of the fabled rose shells of Wurlet. I've heard they're both rare and beautiful, making them the perfect choice for various types of jewelry. If we polish it up and make a few refinements, I'm certain we can incorporate it into the necklace. Something else in this package. A rolled canvas of a portrait, it looks like. Trevor, thanks for the 6 months. Welcome back.
Chaos.
No, now I have the portrait. They gave me a copy of it. Owing to your kind assistance, I believe we are in the running for forging a contract with Wurlet's interim government. There can be no more desirable result for the boutique. You have my heartfelt thanks, mister. Now listen, I may not give a shit about housing, but I'm going to my apartment and I'm putting this up right now. It's going on the wall. My ugly ass apartment that I only use for screenshots. I'm going to put it right here. There you go. There it is.